As I said in the one we just watched as a little clip. Is my audio good? As we said, the intros are always the most awkward.
Yeah, I feel like it would be.
This isn't centered either. This is all staying in, by the way. I want it directly because I am really picky. Yeah, because it's natural and fun. This guy over here is so worried about being in this. He's self-conscious.
A little bit.
So, time to nerd out and be the host. I have to explain what's going on because this is different. This is
you
different.
Never done one like in person?
There's 2 people in one camera view, and the camera looks even shittier because I blew it up to make it visible.
Yeah, you need to have like
that's work.
2 seats, and then one camera going this way and one camera go that way.
I'm using a webcam, bro. I don't got money on my ass, okay? I ain't a rich
I don't
motherfucker.
know what to tell you,
this isn't This isn't Joe Rogan. This is.
Well, they got 15 cameras on there.
They got a lot of cameras, but.
That's what he does it for a living.
So yeah, he is with me in the studio. Okay. He's with me here in my apartment, because he lives in town. Would you want to introduce yourself to the crowd? What's your name?
I'm Lucas. Hello, everybody.
He doesn't do anything.
Okay, that's a little hurtful.
Oh, I'm peeking. When you're gonna laugh, lean back.
I'm peeking.
We have to do some weird shit with the mic because it's not meant for this. But I only have one.
Fair enough.
Speak.
Hello.
Okay, speak louder, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm not you. I don't.
There we go. You have to project yourself.
I'm not in the studio.
You gotta get in the studio mind frame, bro. Get studio mind frame right now.
Joe Rogan podcast.
Imagine Joe Rogan's looking at you. He's the camera.
Oh fuck! Hello.
Oh fuck! Joe Rogan, please. Jamie, put that on the screen.
Jamie,
put it on the screen. Put it on the screen, Jamie. Okay, this isn't just gonna be tomfoolery. So I have topics written down.
Oh.
We mentioned just now. We mentioned just now that you're here with me.
Correct.
In this apartment, this small piece of shit apartment.
Yes.
Would you want to talk about? Because you recently moved up. Or how are you liking it in this town? I'm not going to name drop. But the small college town I go to.
Well, I came from...
Speak up, child.
I came from a big city. Big city.
Big city.
You know, skyscrapers everywhere. And now I'm in a town of 4 people, and it's kind of...
It's not 4 people. It's a college town. There's more than 4 people. There's like 10 people. Give or take. We don't count some people because like vegetables don't count. I'm joking.
Oh my. No, it's I feel like it's just shitty, honestly. I feel like it's just a shitty.
Wow. I thought you enjoyed it.
Compared to home, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'd rather not be here all day, but I am.
But well, fuck this. I don't know. Being on my own is nice. I like being on my own. It's
you like the freedom.
Lonely.
I'm not. It's lonely, dude. I know that feel. I used to have problems when I first moved up last semester. I would have like long bouts of loneliness. Not loneliness, like I feel isolated, but I got over that, and now I revel in it. I love being in my small, tiny apartment alone all day. I enjoy it.
I don't know. I think I told you this, but
I'm an introvert.
Like over the break, like it was fine up until the break because I'd have my neighbors upstairs, and you know I'd have friends and like Blake, and you know we'd hang out. But everybody fucking dipped to go home with our family, and well, I didn't. My car doesn't fucking work, so I can't drive an hour and a half away.
You can't go home. You're trapped forever.
Yeah, it's. Well, I did my thing. I got there, but yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It'll do for now.
It'll do for now. It's like the most depressing.
I'm done. When I'm done, I'll get rid of the town.
No more fret. Look at the shadow. It's because the light's coming from straight down, and I have deep eye sockets, so I look like I'm a hidden character. You haven't unlocked me yet.
Mine's no, mine's actually like decently.
You can
exposed.
see you, yeah.
Yeah, mine's decently exposed. But
it's because I can't. Oh, I'm gonna drive the lamp over there for a webcam video. Oh, no, we're not doing that. But yeah, so that's where you are. How much? Okay, by the way, that's how long we've been. I can't see that. I need him to be my
5 minutes.
He's my Jamie right now.
5 minutes. Hello.
Jamie, pull that up.
I actually lied. My name's not Lucas. It's actually Jamie.
But since you do nothing. We had to write a list of things. I'm joking. He does stuff. He has a life.
Just some.
But I know this because you haven't been posting lately, but I follow you on Instagram.
Yeah.
And you used to do, I haven't seen it lately, but photography. You'd take nice pictures with your iPhone, which sounds like fake photography, but it's real. It's good.
Yeah,
it's high quality, I swear.
You want to put some up there for the viewers?
Maybe in editing.
Maybe in editing.
If I'm feeling like doing slightly more work than usual.
You got like 3 weeks to put this shit out. You'll be
I
fine.
no, it's 2 weeks. I have 2 weeks to put it out.
You poor thing. No, like, really, it just started like, I would just like take pictures of the sky like everybody does. But then, actually, do you know MKBHD on YouTube?
No idea who that is.
Okay, so he just does like really high quality like tech reviews, and he would like test the cameras, and I would see the pictures that he would take, and they were just like good pictures.
Yeah.
And so I would take, like, I don't know, I just started taking pictures. I would take pictures of like people, which is a lot more interesting, I will say, a lot more dynamic.
Yeah.
And
there's a subject to your photo.
Yeah, it's not just like.
Yeah. I like scenery. I like it. My Instagram's full of just scenery.
I know.
Yeah, I know you know. I'm telling the audience.
Fair.
Don't insult me.
Well,
I try my hardest.
You know, I was gonna make a thing out of it. I made a whole Instagram, and it went nowhere. I posted like 10 photos, and that's it. I haven't touched it in over a year.
You gotta stick with it to build the following, bro.
I know, and I got
That's
overhyped, and I wanted to post, and then
you can't get
immediately lost.
You get burnt out.
Yeah, that's what I did.
That's why I'm doing once a week. I could upload whenever I get them recorded, but that takes work. And work means burnout, and burnout means quitting early. So that means kids do less work.
You hear from
don't do work, kids.
What do you mean Joe Rogan does it every day?
Joe Rogan has money and a life. I don't. I like to sit around and do nothing.
He just talks about fucking gorillas and bears.
He also is rich and can have people on his thing whenever he wants. And I have
Elon
to
Musk.
schedule
Yeah,
people.
when's Elon Musk coming on?
Tomorrow.
Oh shit, what the fuck am I doing here?
You're the pre-show. You gotta hype us up. Come on, let's go! Muskie!
Yeah. Anyway, are you really interrupted?
You ever gonna get back to doing photography? You're better than anyone I know, so.
If I was gonna ever do that, what I would have to do is I think I'd want to get like an actual camera, like a DSLR, not just a phone camera. Because although my camera's like good because I'm rich.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's just not the same. And I'd have to get something to edit the photos on because again, I'm not gonna do it on my phone. But even something such as like an iPad, you can actually do like real work on those now after years. And so yeah, but that takes a lot of money, and be quite frank, I don't have a lot of money right now.
Welcome to the club, bro.
Yeah, but I have a job. You don't.
Well, I'm at school.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Like, you have an excuse. I don't.
Yeah, but I could be working. I'm gonna start looking for a job, part-time job. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I personally thought your photography was pretty good.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate it.
I'm not just saying that to be nice or to plug you. Do you want it linked? You want it plugged?
Yeah, bro. Link it.
Is it public?
Yeah. Well,
I'll link it in the video once it's up 2 weeks from now.
I'll be sure to post by then.
You don't have to. I linked Trenton's Dead channel in the last episode. It's up now.
I love how you just check it
I guess
out.
but this is up. That one will be up for like a fucking week. But so we were talking earlier before the podcast about we were talking about these headphones I got. These Audio Technica ones. I use them for this whole process. We don't need them right now because I'm not on Discord. I don't need to hear people talking to me. He's right here. But they're quite good for their price. I forgot what they were. But we were testing it out, and he brought up, I was like, look up something that you know, and we'll play it. We'll compare to like what you usually listen to. And he's like, yeah, it's pretty good. But you brought up Da Baby.
The baby. Yeah.
Who's Da Baby? And you said he's your favorite right now.
Yeah. He's actually the only artist that I've ever like truly like. I don't know if you want to call it obsessed over, but I know like all of his songs.
Do you stan Da Baby?
I mean, I'm not gonna be like shouting and I'm just not gonna like tell
You're not
everybody
gonna
about
post
it.
fan cams.
Yeah, but
on Twitter.
I'm very open about how I like him. He's like, I don't know. I just like, he's pretty. I don't know. He's not pretty, but he doesn't like. He gets a lot of criticism because he's like, this. All of his songs like sound kind of the same.
I mean, so did AC/DC.
Exactly. Like they're all good, but you just got to listen to him to find.
You don't
the
have to
differences.
justify why you like him.
Okay, well, good. Because,
You can like whatever you want.
Wow.
But why do you like him?
Because he's the hottest new rapper out. You know. He. I don't know. I just like his flow.
He's out here on the grind, keeping it 100.
He just has some good beats.
You know what I'm
Yeah. I really want to go see him in show. Never seen anybody in show. But
you hit the table, it vibrates.
I didn't even notice.
But yeah. Does he tour?
Yeah. He's from Charlotte, Virginia, and so like he always talks about that in his songs. And to go to that show must be fucking wild.
It probably would be dope. It would probably be like, because it's where he's from, so it'd be like he'd go hardest there.
Yeah, I really.
My boys.
I want to figure out how much like backstage passes are, because if I'm gonna go to a show, like I want to like.
It's a fucking drive.
Oh, dude.
Virginia?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be able to.
That'd be bad. That'd be a bad drive. We drove to Texas for Christmas, and that was terrible.
It's like 13 hours, not bad.
I hated every moment of those 13 hours. You crazy?
Yeah, well,
Confined in a single seat for 13 hours?
The drive back was better, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. Actually, it was worse.
Really?
Yeah, we
The
took
drive
like
back's
a
always
weird.
supposed
We
to be-
took a weird.
Yeah, imagine
way
driving
back.
to Washington. That's like a whole 24 hours.
My
So it was like
grandparents drive to
2 or
Florida.
3 days. Yeah, fuck that. I don't know. Well, like when
It does suck, probably. I don't know. I've never been on a drive to Florida.
ideally,
20
what I would
hours.
like to do is I would like to save up like $5,000, drop that on a down payment on like a new car, like a Ford Fusion or something, with like great gas mileage, and then drive for like ever and go somewhere. I don't know where I'd go. Somewhere probably like Florida, California, or New York or something like that. Like just crazy far, and that would be like my vacation for like a week.
That's a big dream you got there.
It's not as
It's actually not. You could just.
well. Once I get the car, it's not that big of a deal.
Would it be cheaper to fix your current car, or to get a new one?
I would like to bring someone with, like a couple people with me, and you can't do that in my truck.
Yeah, you can if you try hard enough.
Well, yeah. Okay, are you gonna sit in the back? The bitch.
You want to sit, bitch?
Yeah. Well, technically.
I can't sit. I'm too big for bitch. I literally can't fit. I can't get the seatbelt over.
Well, okay, so like you're right there, you're a driver. There's like a seat, and then there's like bitch.
No
bitch.
one wants. No, you can't do that because then their feet has to be in the driver's footwell.
Is that illegal?
No, but it makes it cramped, and you're gonna accidentally like miss the accelerator or something, or like accidentally they're gonna hit it, and then you die on the highway going 70 something or 80 something, and you just fucking turn into
That's
powder
why
at
I
high
wanna.
speeds.
That's why I would like a brand new 2019 Ford Fusion Titanium, sponsored by Ford.
Sponsored by Ford.
No, and the thing is, like my
I
mom
have a hat
works.
right here, actually. Wait. You want to wear this?
No,
Sponsored by Ford.
Get the fuck out. No, my mom works at the Ford plant, and so you get the A plan, and you just get like a few thousand off a new Ford.
Buy the new Ford Fusion. Not sponsored, I swear. Sponsor me.
So yeah.
That's your big dream. You want to go to a city or something.
Yeah, I don't really know how it's gonna work, but I'd like to take.
You do there.
Well, it's a big city. There's obviously gonna be stuff to do, and I'd plan it out before I went. I wouldn't just like drive there and not have a hotel or something.
Yeah, but cities aren't as cool as one would think.
Well, I understand, but
you
you're
have to
still in a
like
city
have
and...
an objective the whole time, or you'll just be sitting around in your Airbnb the whole time.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I don't know.
What are you gonna walk the city?
I don't know. Well, I'd like
You
to save
better
up a bunch of money, especially if we're going to go to New York, because New York's expensive as a bitch. And so you'd go to New York, and, you'd go in fucking Freedom Tower, 776 feet up.
Dope.
Yeah.
That sounds like the dream. I would like to go to a city, like a real city. I went to Austin, but I don't think that... It's a real city, but I'm thinking of, like the ones that people, like, when you think of big cities.
Like, Chicago... LA. I'd like to go to LA, actually. If I go to LA...
Chicago's cool. We drove through it.
Yeah? Well, actually, the first place I'd probably go, because it would...
Yes, I have. Never mind. Yeah.
Like, the first place I'd go in my new car is probably Colorado, just because my sister lives there, and so I could actually like stay there, and so I could like.
Does she live in Denver?
Colorado Springs. It's a hour and a half south. I think south. It's either north or south.
Yeah, her address is no.
Dogs. No, she actually told me this story. Okay, so this is like, hopefully, motherfucker don't see it.
Don't display any personal information.
No, so, friend of my sister, she apparently had somebody burn down her house for insurance money. and now, I don't know who it is, but the insurance company is like coming up to my sister and is like asking, "Hey, do you know information on insurance fraud?" and and she didn't want to be like a snitch because then you get capped. But she also doesn't want to like lie to the insurance company.
Yeah, because that's against the rules.
Yeah, I feel like that would not be good. So she's in a predicament. She had to go. Yeah.
Does she have to go to like a court or something, like to get it settled?
Well, it's not like her problem. I think they just like asked her questions. I don't know what the whole deal is.
Yeah, it just
her whole life is crazy. She's fucking 30. She's 10 years older than me, and she's like, "Yeah, I stayed up till 10 in the morning one day," and I was like, "What the fuck?" I don't know. Maybe that's not that crazy, but
that's 10 in the morning. This just sounds like sad and not enjoyable.
I'm
fucking tired all day.
She did some coke.
Oh,
so she was.
You willing to divulge that to the internet?
They don't know my sister.
Did your sister care about doing coke being divulged?
Fuck it.
Fuck it, bro.
Dude, we're gonna get big, and then
I get big in like 3 or 4 years from now. Like, I blow up like in a year, and then like I ride this wave, and she discovers that in episode fucking 3, I think this is 4 of the podcast, you divulge that she did coke one time at 10 in the morning.
No, that's when she went to bed. No, oh my god. If you do coke at any time around 10 in the morning, whether you stay up all night or you're waking up, that's just bad. You just fix
Don't
your
do
life,
coke.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Don't do coke. Yeah, it seems like a good idea. So you were talking about like money and stuff. You're currently getting money working at your
the
current
Kawasaki
favorite
factory.
Yeah, Kawasaki plant. Your current favorite conversation point. It always devolves into this when we're having any conversation, podcast or not.
Well, because my job in the future is supposed to be working at Ford, and this is literally like the next best thing, except it's not fucking unionized, because Japan is not about that apparently.
Yeah,
or spitting.
No.
Do not spit.
Oh yeah, can you tell the story about the spitting? Like how you discovered like all that?
Oh yeah, so I was just sitting at lunch, and this dude was sitting here, and he like spit, and this dude that was higher up, like pretty high up, I'm guessing, he walks by and he's like, "Oh, do you want to get suspended for 3 days?" And he's like, "What?" And I don't know, it was just like he made a big deal out of spitting on the ground, because Japanese people are not about that, and they have it like in the above the urinal. They're like, "Do not spit or spit gum out on like in the urinal."
Like, get the gum thing, but like you're on like the floor, like the factory floor, working on a line, and they're like, "Yeah, don't like not even like hawking a loogie, just like you can't do that. Like, you got like some bad taste in your mouth." No.
Oh no! Well, why would you do that anyway? I just mean like,
I know,
you can't do it outside. We were sitting outside.
I know. It seems like a weird thing to care a lot about.
Do you think they'd care in Ford?
Yeah, probably, but not to the same extent. They won't have signs above the urinal saying "Don't spit on the factory floor."
No, not even in the urinal. Like you
can't spit into a urinal.
Yeah.
How do they know? Why are they looking at you in the urinal?
Well, if there's someone higher up, like it's a bathroom, like you can still see.
You can spit quietly. You can go and kind of like drip it out. They won't know. Is there like walls in between the urinals?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you can hide it. You're really like,
I'll go in the stall and I'll spit anyway.
Contraband spit. They can't stop me,
bro. No, one time I was in the bathroom, and like your phone is not allowed except in the cafeteria and outside of the building. So I was in the bathroom, I was Snapchatting, and I was like, "Fuck it, I don't care." And so the previous day, I was on Snapchat, and I had the flash on for some reason, probably because it was night before I went to bed, and I go to take a picture of just like the wall for like a streak or something, and the flash goes off, and this dude Wesley is in there. I didn't know his name at the time. He just kind of looked at me whenever I walked out, and nothing was said. Nothing happened, and then like a month or two later, he like we were working next to each other because he was on my line, and we were talking about people snitching, and he was like, no, I brought it up, and I was like, so speaking of snitching, do you remember that one time in the bathroom? And he was like, yeah, I think I do, and I don't know, it was
I was gonna say, if he stitched on you a month later,
nah, dude, that'd be so funny.
I got him an asshole.
No.
Fucking dick.
No. It was just funny that I met
this
up.
guy a month ago had his phone out. They go, oh. They get like real serious, like it's the most complicated thing in the world. Oh my god, he had his phone out a month ago.
I have been so lazy about work because I had just not been going. And that's how I initially like stopped like getting money. Like I got really small paychecks because I just wouldn't go. So I'd only get like $350 a week.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would yeah, and so I can't be late again. Like
then
if I'm
don't
late,
be late again.
If I'm late, like I'm fired.
Well then
so
set more alarms, bro.
Oh, I have like 5. I have one for 6, 6:05, 6:15, 6:20.
If you still can't get up to that, you got like a problem. Like
no, like I get up. No, it's not that I don't get up. It's the fact that I called out and I was like, sorry guys. Like I'd have someone over and then I'd be like, oh, it's 2 in the morning. Looks like I'm not going in. But I went to Molly's the other. Whatever. I went to Molly's the other day and it was fine. You know, I went to bed. I drank, got super fucked up, and then went and did some activities at my house. And
that's the most like sensitive way to put that.
Well, no,
I did some activities at my house.
Well, I don't think it's even what you're thinking.
No, it's not. I don't think so. But the way you worded that sounded shady as fuck.
Well, I just smoked a cigar. Let's just say that.
Oh no. I know. I'm not saying anything you did was shady in any way, but the way you worded that was like, I did some activities. Hides body in trash bag. Like, what do you... Speaking of, like, Molly's. That's the name. It's a club thing here. You like to go. You're more of a partier, right?
Actually,
not like real parties, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah, actually,
you do crazy shit.
I'm definitely
not crazy, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Crazy to me because I'm a loser who doesn't do anything.
So, I don't know. I just wouldn't consider what I do like that crazy, but like
crazy compared to what I find it crazy.
Well, like I went out, you know, and yeah, and so I woke up. I did activities, and then I woke up at 6, so I had like 3.5 hours of sleep, and I woke up, so it's like it's fine. I didn't feel good at all. That day was actually really shitty, but anyway.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get 3.5 hours sleep and drink the night before.
Yeah,
it tends to do that.
I don't know. It's pretty wild, honestly. But yeah, drinking is fun. Like I know you don't really like to because you're a bitch.
Do you want to tell me some stories?
Yeah, like.
Tell me, like,
stuff
those... I don't know, because we talk about this stuff a lot.
Yeah, well, like, did I tell you, not the first time I drank, but, like, the second or third time I drank. Did I ever tell you that?
Probably, but I don't remember, so enlighten me. Enlighten the crowd.
Fair enough.
Enlighten the world. The 20 people who watch us on average.
So, Ollie had drank with me the first time.
Ollie.
And he got like his Yeti thing, and he said he was like 5 shots or whatever, like total. And so we like shared that, and he mixed it beautifully, and so it was good. And I kind of felt it, you know. And then the next night, I told my boss, and I was like, "Hey, I'm trying to get fucked up. Can you help me out?" So she ran over to the gas station, and she got me peach Amsterdam, or peach New Amsterdam, and it was 2 half pints, so I got a whole pint. And what I did was, Evan and Ollie shared a half of the pint, and then I drank the entire other one. Basically the first time I drank, and so I got really fucked up. And I did all the the cliche stuff that you do whenever you're drunk. Like I took videos and I sent them to people I shouldn't have sent them to. So that's nice. And I remember I was just
couch is very uncomfortable. Continue.
I was downing them. Okay. And
I like how,
dude.
So bro, I was down on him, right?
It was bad because, everything's kind of like blurry. I remember everything, so I didn't get like too fucked up. But I remember I was hiding from Ollie. I had the this is a separate day. I remember I had like Jack Daniels like inside my coat, and I was behind the door, and Ollie was also super drunk. So he walked in. This is at his dad's house, and he walks in, and he makes his round around the room, and then he walks out the door. So I'm just right behind the door, and he could probably see me, and then he goes, shuts the door, and he comes back, and then he finds me, and I'm like, no, stop, you can't have this, and then he wrestles me to the ground, and then he took it, so I did not have a choice, and it ended up being really shitty. I don't like it was like some honey shit, and it was really bad, but yeah.
That was the most chaotic story I've ever heard. I'm going to actually tell a story right now about you and stories. I think you'd about know where this is gonna go. So
yeah, sorry, I'm not. Whatever.
Well, the one you told wasn't as bad as how it used to be.
That's good. I feel like I've gotten better.
you've progressed way more than like middle school. So we did cross country like for a long time. I think it was 5 years in total. 1 middle school, then all of high school, and we had a bunch of like cross country memes. I won't get into them because you won't get any of them. But one of them was Lucas stories, and that was because he had he would tend to like hype up the stories he told, even if they were really like short and uneventful. And so an example would be like we'd be all like stretching, and be like, guys, like, yeah, what? He's like, Did you when we were on that run, did you see that forklift? Well, yeah. He's like, that was pretty crazy, right?
It was not that.
Yes, it was. You can't hide it.
That's an extreme example.
No, everyone would say it. No, it wouldn't be something as mundane as a forklift, but you would bring something up, and it would end and you'd always end it with like, that's crazy, or that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That was the
yeah.
That was your like.
Don't I still get
signature.
Shit from like, I don't know, people from cross country that you hang out with?
Old cross country friends that I still talk to.
I don't talk to anybody except for you, and
they all still. Well, it doesn't come up like frequently in conversation.
Well,
but if someone brings it up,
I hope not.
It will continue. Like, and anyone I know who is in cross country and in C team will know what I'm talking about.
God damn.
Max would know from the previous episode that you guys should watch. But yeah, it's funny. It's really funny. You're not like that anymore, though.
Thank God. Yeah. No, I was.
At least as far as I could tell. Like that story you told just now, like had a beginning, a middle, and an end. It did just stop with, "Hey guys, that was pretty cool." He really is self-conscious about it.
I told this. I actually thought about this today because I know I used to be bad at telling stories, but I told the entire story, like at work, just passing the time. Like there's this girl that works right here, and so we just talked. I told the whole story of like my ex, and it was pretty complete. I won't lie. She said that she had to like kind of fill in the gaps a little bit, but she got it.
I like how you were so proud that you told a story that was. It had a beginning.
No, it was a big ass story,
dude. Climax.
Do you know how much shit happened? You don't.
No, I don't, because it's not my problems.
Yeah, well,
she wasn't my girlfriend. It was yours.
Yeah.
Ex. But yeah.
Was.
One keyword. There. Is this the one I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
Yeah. No name drops, but yeah. Oof. Yeah. No, that was a. Yeah, don't pull the pin on that grenade.
Oh, that made me think of something. Do you know a friend that I have that you also know? He used to be on TikTok, and I used to give him so much shit. But he was actually doing stuff that was stupid. He used to upload Fortnite clips.
Oh God,
fuck no. Fortnite. and I don't do that, but I definitely just downloaded it. Your boy Blake got me on it, and so I've been uncontrollably on it all the time.
You want to silence that?
Yeah.
Okay. You got a phone call. Shh. But that reminded me, you talking about TikTok and just talking about other friends. I have like 5 friends.
making it big.
Yeah, no, but like I have all my friends are all what you would call
They're gonna see this.
No, this isn't insulting.
Okay.
They all like strive for like things like they create things.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Zach makes music on the internet. Trenton made videos on the internet. Max streamed. You'll see that. Other thing, like all my friends did something like that, or do something like that now. Almost all of them. And I realized, except for you and Ollie. And I just thought that was a curious, like, I wonder, because like none of my friends, I don't make friends. Friends make me.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm an introvert. I don't go out and talk to people. All my friends are extroverts, or people who at least are trying to be extroverted in some aspect. So I never since I'm like really bubble based, I don't like go out. So all my friends now are all people who decided to enter that bubble. Mm-hmm. I didn't break the bubble.
Okay.
And so so essentially it was randomized, but most of them create things, including me. Mm-hmm. And I just thought the likeliness of that is so little, and I think it's because of the current age of like it's kids are growing up now. Like instead of like I want to be on the moon, I want to make YouTube videos. And I grew up right on the cusp of that.
Jake Paul.
I grew up in we're too old to the point of like growing up with YouTube, but it popped up at this point. Like it popped up like early in our lives. So our first idols
2005.
were, I think it was 2005. Yeah.
I
started watching YouTube in like 2009.
The first thing I ever remember watching on YouTube is Halo, but it wasn't like gameplay. It was like funny skits.
Moments. Oh,
it was a skit.
They're called machinimas.
Yeah, and they would put like the landmines down, and they'd call them like pancakes, and then like,
oh my god, you watched those?
Yeah,
I watched those too. Those were classic back in the day, man.
Yeah, it was tragic.
Did you watch claymation videos with like the clay people that they move around stop motion?
No, but I used to make them actually out of Legos.
Those?
Yeah.
Oh, stop motion.
Dude, they were fucking crisp too.
Oh, that was your water bottle. My table's fragile.
Break your table.
No, but yeah, my first ever YouTube video. I never watched YouTube. Like I had access to the internet, I just didn't do it. I was more of like an outdoor kid. Think of that now, outdoor kid, me. But I used to be. So this one thing changed my life, and I know who did it. So David, if you're watching this, you single-handedly made me who I am today.
Oh my god.
Being so addicted to YouTube. He told me about these, I think it was David. I might be putting the blame on some wrong person. But I think it was you, man. And you made me watch these videos of these little clay guys. I don't know what it's called, but it was called claymation is when it's stop motion but with clay figures. Yeah. But there was a name for the series. And they would the first video I ever watched was explosive pancakes. It's also pancakes, and there was these little discs, and this guy would be like, "Oh, look, pancakes!" And then he'd he'd grab it and he explodes, and he put intestines made out of clay, and it was pretty gory, man, but it was hilarious. And there's one part where the guy goes, what was it? Coca-Cola? You want my Coca-Cola? That's how he said it. Coca-Cola. And it was the funniest thing to me in the world. And that single-handedly, that video enlightened me to watch YouTube for every day for the next... how long am I alive? No. It was about 2009, 2010.
5. The next 5.
2009 to now? That's like 10 years.
Shut up. There's a joke.
Your joke sucked because I didn't get it.
Well, you're just dumb.
You want to elaborate
Stupid
to
ass.
the crowd?
No, because it doesn't fucking make sense.
Then it doesn't work. It's not funny. I just realized. No, they didn't see any of this. I was wearing the same sweatshirt when I was recording earlier the other episode. I should have taken it off just so they don't know. It was in the same day. He was here for hanging out, and we thought we should do this now. That's
for
why.
Hanging out. We were gonna.
Shut up. Shut up. You're insulting me. Look at my face.
You're fucking ugly.
I am a little gremlin, ain't I? I'm actually a big gremlin. I'm taller than you.
A little guy. Aw.
I think we're about the same height, though. Hey, I'm going to tell you something that might make you angry. In my mental image of you, you're like 5'6". Like, you know how you have like an image of someone in your brain when you think of a person?
You're like 6'2".
An image pops up in your brain?
In my head.
I'm 6'1".
Wow.
You're accurate. It's because I still remember you how you were when I first met you.
Well, just stand and stare at each other so that we kind of like gauge where we're at, okay?
No.
Ollie's a short little bitch. He's only 5'6".
A short little bitch boy.
Yeah.
little bitch baby, dude. But yeah, no, that's my like mental image of you is. Well, sure, I also think of like all my other friends that way. Like I think of them in smaller form, like how they were in middle, like because I met most of my cross country friends in middle school. Because I categorize you as cross country friend because I didn't meet you anywhere outside of it. Like you were in LMS, I think.
Yeah. Well.
Were you?
Yeah.
And I was in DMS.
Yeah, we became better friends in high school. But yeah, freshman year, we sat together at lunch. That's so weird to think about. With fucking Michael.
Did.
With Michael, dude.
Brain blast. I forgot he existed. Oh my god. He's real. I thought that was like a Matrix moment.
You guys made fun of me because I always wanted to sit in the middle. I just wanted to be included.
I forgot you were there. I forgot who you... I don't even know who he looks like anymore. I'm going to describe his looks to me. As far as not
he had black hair, and he was white.
Wow, that's so narrow. But dude, that was like such a brain blast. I forgot about that.
Yeah, completely. Me too. Actually, because I remember
in my brain I was always sitting at that lunch table with Trenton.
Really? No, yeah. Because I remember the first day.
We sat on the floor in the hallway.
Dude, that was so great. I remember that.
We were like the rejects, but everyone did that, so we weren't weird. But that's like in movies, the weird guys sit in the corner on the floor. Yeah. But in our school, we had this thing called Liberty Hour, where you could like for like a whole. It's like 45 minutes.
No, it's 55 minutes, but it's split into 2 parts. So it's like, I think it was.
There's lunch.
25 minutes, 5-minute in between, and then 25 minutes, and then. Maybe
it was weird. I don't know how it worked.
It was so great. Like freshman year, it was so great.
It was essentially it was essentially a long ass lunch because lunch was attached to it.
And then you could go like get help if you were.
Fucking so stupid. But most people didn't do that because it was back when
everybody fucked off.
Yeah, everyone just sat around. They would go play games on their computers or sit where we did in the hallway across from the really loud people, and we'd get annoyed at them yelling. Remember? Yeah. They would like yell, and that one chick who had the shaved half of her head, but she put like leopard print on the shaved part. Do you remember what she did? What did she do? No name drops. Oh, I don't even remember her name.
I think I do actually. She was
psycho, man.
She was like we were sitting here, and then the lockers across there. I think she was sitting there. Somebody had dropped chocolate milk on the ground.
Did she drink it off the ground?
With her, like licked it up.
Bro, that's nasty. Is that real or you?
Yes, I swear to God, I remember it, dude. Oh, I totally forgot about that. That is awful.
That is actually nasty. Like, that's gross.
Can I tell you a secret? That
as
you
long
probably
as it's
already
okay
know.
Being public.
Me and Ollie, during lunch, we would go in the bathroom. Not to do anything, weird, of course. But we'd get an orange or an apple.
Oh, this is when you, like, did dumb shit.
And then Ollie would take it, he'd stand in the stall, and he'd chuck it against the wall, and we would just watch it explode. And
So you did what every other teenager did.
And Mr. T, if you know who that is, one day he walked up to us, and he said, real serious, there was a mess in the bathroom. And I just want to make sure it doesn't happen again. or we can.
Did you do
talk
it
to
again?
Eventually.
You did not take his words to heart.
We waited a long time because we were like, oh fuck, okay, my bad. Oh god,
That's so funny. It's like that video of those guys messing with the soap dispensers and they get the bag and they eat it against the wall and they go,
fuck
"It's Zach! It's Sean! It's Zach! Oh, it's fucking Zach!" That's like you guys in high school, essentially.
Yeah, we're kind of fucking dumb.
You guys were retards. You really were, man.
Yeah.
Like, dude, remember when he brought a black light to school and he went and looked at the urinals?
Who?
Oh, that's a different person.
Yeah, I was like, I never did that.
I'm not
Unless
gonna
I
name
did,
drop
I just
anyone,
totally
but
forgot.
I was hanging out with was a friend then, not really a friend now, and I'll tell you after who it was.
Okay.
And we were.
Do I know him?
Yes,
Oh.
and we were. We were walking around, and well, the day before he said he was gonna bring it, and then he brought it. I don't know if it was him or like a friend of his, but he was in the group. The person me and you know.
Yeah.
It was a group of like a couple people. I didn't really know them that well. I just sat there because I had nowhere to do. This is before school. This was like you get to school, you sit there before class, and we were just hanging out, and we decided to go to the bathroom with the black light, and of course we see a bunch of glowing shit because it lights up piss. Because it pops, it has like whatever, I don't know, it lights up in the black light. We were like, oh, funny, and then we all come out of the bathroom with the lights off, giggling to ourselves, and this one dude walks up like, what are you guys doing in there? And it was the funniest thing ever. We were like, we didn't say that, but that was like the look on his face was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? What is the weird shit you doing? We were like, oh no.
Well, I forget that you didn't sit with us at lunch.
No, I know. I had no idea where you guys even sat.
There was a lot of crazy shit.
I think I had a different lunch period than you.
No, we had the same lunch.
Oh, I know where you sat. You sat next to the crazy people.
Yeah.
No name drops, but the one chick who freaked out and hit someone with like a tray or threw food on them.
I don't remember that.
She ate Takis all the time.
I don't pay attention.
I don't know her name, but I'm pretty sure you would know who I'm talking about if I knew the name.
Okay,
But,
well,
yeah.
oh well.
She sat over there. She was the one who always got up and yelled. She got in trouble a lot.
Okay.
You know a lot of people like that, so.
Oh yeah, fair.
But those people sat near you. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was over by the theater.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, there's videos of Ollie jumping over trash cans.
Yeah, those are good times. And
Did he ever biff it?
Nope, he always got it.
Wow.
And
if he biffed it, it'd be even funnier on video.
Oh, I know. I want to catch someone falling on, I just want to take someone outside one day when it's like really slick and just like move in a crazy way until you fall. And I want to see like how they manage to like try and stay up and then eventually fail.
Speaking of slippery, the walk to class today, it's hot enough for it to melt, but it's still like slush.
Yeah, it's awful.
Slush is slipperier than ice if there's like a good thick layer of it. And every step, I had to like flex all my muscles in my body to not go like whoop, like slip a little bit. And so I was like walking like super slow to class. And I have a late class at 6 to 8, which it wasn't 2-8 this time. It was the first version of that class.
Really?
We just talked about the syllabus. Yeah, it's my lab.
God.
And
That's an ass.
yeah, that's what I was at today at 6. And yeah, I was walking there and it was dark and cold. And I'm like trying not to die walking there. But yeah, it was pretty slippery, pretty gross and crazy. I did not biff it though. I watched someone biff it. I was walking because in campus you can see.
Oh, it's always nice to see someone else.
You could see like across campus and far in the distance. I watched as someone did this.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh no, dude, they biffed it hard.
Rip them, brother.
Dude, that probably hurts, man. And you get all nasty because it's slush.
Oh,
then they had to go to class. Their ass is all brown because it's like dirty slush.
I was helping somebody move the other day, and I went and like we're children, so we raced to the car, and
wait, was this like yesterday?
It was like
recent.
Ago. It was a week ago.
It was like recent.
Yeah.
I thought you meant you were literal children. I'm like, this was in the past.
Oh no, it was a week ago.
You're just children.
Yeah, and I just like went around this corner, and it was slick out, but I didn't think it was that slick. And I was wearing some fancy shoes, and so you'd think they'd grip.
Not against ice and snow, bro.
It wasn't ice. It was just like rain, and so
Oh.
yeah. And so I went around this corner, and I slipped and fell, and I fell on my hip. But it still hurts whenever I put my phone in my pocket. But as I was sliding, there was a car coming towards me, and this lady almost freaked the fuck out. Like, she was so scared that she was gonna kill me.
Dude, she could have hit you and you could have died, man. Not really. She probably went fast enough to kill you.
It was in a parking lot, so like.
Yeah, but you never know, man.
No, she was like, and then my friend.
You hit your head and you just game over, bro. Just die.
Just like the kitchen sink.
There's stories of people dying like simple small falls and they just die instantly. Just lights out. Like, you could die at any time. Like, there's a story, I don't know where I heard it. Someone was like just vibing on, like, you know those like scooters they have in cities now, those electric ones.
Oh yeah.
And they biffed it and fell sideways, and their head like did the thing where they hit their shoulder because they fell sideways, you know.
Yeah.
But they did the thunk like that.
Oh.
And apparently they just never got back up. It killed them instantly. Just they hit it just the right spot at just the right force, and they just died, just on the spot, dead, just out of the blue.
Can we get an F in the chat?
F in the chat for this random stranger I heard on a news story. F in the chat, homies.
That is tragic.
Yeah, dude, imagine that. Like, you're out vacationing. You're just, or no, you're like going to work. I don't know if you could take those scooters to work. You're just vibing one day, and you just fall, and you fall. You're like, oh no, and then boom,
no,
you're gone.
I was on a date with a girl down in like downtown Kansas City, and we were like riding around. Imagine if that happened. If I just died, and she was like,
"You'd scar her for life,
Lucas,
bro."
where you at? That would be fucking awful.
That would be awful.
Anyway.
Terrible. You keep getting called. Don't worry, you can sort that out later. We're almost done anyways, don't worry. We should probably wrap it up soon, actually. So, any last thing you want to talk about before we...
Is there anything else on that?
Oh, I saw a notification. It's just Canada's telling me that my attendance was graded. But yeah.
Wow.
Anything you want to say before we wrap it up? You actually probably the best... You're probably some of the best stories, not gonna lie.
Wow.
Most entertaining. Not an insult to my other guests.
Yeah, fuck you guys, bitches.
You guys suck, bro.
Suck my fucking dick.
No. You want me to plug your Instagram? Your public one? Yeah, you're going to have to send me a link to it because I won't remember.
Yeah, I'll just send it to you.
Send me like a link, not like through the iPhone function because I need it on here.
Oh, boy. Okay.
You can figure it out. I believe in you. Or just tell me what it is and I'll go on Instagram on my computer and figure it out.
Fair enough. Okay.
Nothing else?
No.
Yeah, let me plug my nothing I do. Everyone else has something to plug.
Hey, watch my YouTube channel. I just watched it. I don't upload anything.
Subscribe. I don't upload. It's just
no, dude. There's actually that one video.
Oh no, we're not plugging that.
Dude, that'd be so funny.
That would be.
Oh my
blow
God.
it up. Blow that video up. No, but.
There's 20 viewers. Oh, tragic.
My 20 viewers gonna blow it up.
Hell yeah.
Okay, sweet. Well, you wanna ending it and beginning it, always the worst.
Oh, bye.
You have to wave. We always wave. Awkwardly wave. Come on. Go on. Bye.